Hi, KDO Party here. I just thought I would do a quick video today to show my latest pages in my art journal. I am doing pages in my art journal with the Journal 52 group on Facebook, and I'm a couple weeks behind, but these are the last 4 that I've done. The last one I showed was this one that I painted with my finger. I actually did a start to finish video on that, but the next one is this one, and this was supposed to be do something that makes you smile. And so for me, that's my little crazy little dog Sophie, and so that's what I did. And I just started out with paint. I used some Delusions. I did some stenciling. I did some stamping. Just bright colors. Trying to use things out of my stash too. So I had these pink pearls, and I decided to do a little banner thing, little sparkle on there. I grabbed a marker and just did a quick, like literally 20-second little drawing sketch of my dog, which is sort of doggish, but I certainly don't think I'll ever be a sketch artist. So anyway, I also incorporated a fortune, because I always say fortunes whenever I eat Chinese food. And this one says, a small gift can bring joy to the whole family. So that's definitely what my little girl Sophie has done for my family. So anyway, that's that page. The next page I did is pretty crazy. It was supposed to be, I can't even remember what that theme was supposed to be actually. But in any case, this is what I made. I used masking tape, twisted masking tape, to do the stems. Oh my gosh, what didn't I do on this page? I used paint, I used sprays, I used Inca Gold, I used stamping and stenciling. I really love how this part came out, because I did a brick wall stencil with crackle texture paste and let it dry, and did some coloration on it. But once it dried, it wanted to just start flaking off, and I think that's because of the crackle features of this modeling paste. So what I did was I took some gloss gel medium and I just gently wiped over it to kind of seal this so it didn't crack off anymore. And it really has given it just a cool texture, I think. So, you know, I thought about going back and doing the whole page, but since I used quite a few water-soluble things, I didn't want to, you know, mush it all together. So I'm pretty happy. I mean, this is definitely kind of a crazy page. And so that is what it is. My next page I did was I used a Julie Nutting doll stamp. I have 2 of these, and I just got this one that has the long dress. And I used a lot of twinkling H2Os. First I did some modeling paste stencil of the door and the 2 windows. And I knew I wanted to use this, so I saved a space here for her to be stamped. Then I did some other random stenciling. Oops, my E has migrated. I need to probably glue that down. In any case, I used twinkling H2Os, and I was just playing with those. I haven't really messed with them for, I don't know, probably 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. So I really just was experimenting and playing with those, getting different depths of color, mixing, did the dress, and then of course I love sparkle, bling, any of that. So I went in with some stickles and just, you know, I initially was going to do just the bodice and the ruffle on the bottom, but then I couldn't stop myself. So I was using 3 different clear, let's see, they're not clear, but I used diamond, I used stardust, and I used icicle. And so I used a different one of those on the colors. But what I really liked and what I thought was awesome was the way that the underpainting of the twinks came through the actual white, kind of clearish color. So I love that. But this page says past, future, present, because I need to remind myself all the time that I should live in the present and not too much in the past or the future. So anyway, that is this page. My last page, it was supposed to be an abstract page, and it just feels so good. I love the way it feels. On this page, oh my gosh, I started out, I just used so many things on this, and I just kept building, and then it would be too dark, then it would be too light, and then I added some gold, and then I really liked that, but of course I couldn't leave well enough alone, so I just kept adding texturing, and finally I felt like I was pretty happy with it, and so I stopped. But what I used to make these colors, the turquoise, this mossy green, this bright green, I actually used things that are for metal, to paint metal. What did I do with them? I guess I could have been a little more prepared for this video, but I kind of decided to do it on the spur of the moment. These are actually paints that you are supposed to use to color metal. And I honestly do not know what I've done with them now. So, God blessed it. Hold on one second. I'm going to find those darn things. Okay, sorry. They were actually like directly in front of me. If I opened this drawer, they were right there. So, what I used were these Ranger vintage patina for all metal. You know, I had these, I've used them on metal before, but they were sitting here, and I just thought, I wonder what they look like when you put them on paper. So initially what I did was I put a layer of them. You can see I put drops of the different colors. You can really see these the best. There are some all throughout this though. Let me see here. Oh yeah, you can see here. I just did them throughout, and then I took this little tiny straw and, you know, just blew on them to make them spread. And that was all great. And then I decided to do some other spray of the Delusions white, just a little. Well, then that kind of changed the whole look of it. So then I decided I needed some more something. So what I did was I got some magicals while this was still wet with gloss gel medium. I got out a magical from Lindys Stamp Game called A Bit O' Bubbly, and this is like this. It's just looks pretty pearlescent or something, you know, not like a gold color at all. But because of some of the other things I had put on here, when I just tapped out some, I just stuck this little straw, dipped some out, and then I would sit here and go like this and tap it. And oh my gosh, it was making the most wonderful shiny kind of gold. You can really see it right here. Just really beautiful, the color, like depending on what was underneath. So I did that for a while, and then I just thought it was just a little too bland still. So that's when I got my brilliant idea to use these patina metal stains, paints, whatever they are. And so I just was, you know, splashing them, dripping them. And I thought that added just a really cool depth of color. So finally I called it good, and I had already put gloss gel medium over, so I just left these just the way they, they are. There's nothing on them to seal them, but they do dry really thick and kind of shiny. So that's all I have today, my last journal page. I have to switch gears for this week, and then I'll get back to continuing on with my journaling journey in my art journal here. So thank you so much for watching. I love comments and subscribers, so I will see you next time. Adios.